What's up, y'all? This is champion of news at its best, reporter Timmy Lane, and you're getting ready to watch Takeover TV. And, you know, your tips and I'll do you with. I don't care about competition because I'm gonna do me regardless. But just the latest person reached out to me was, Wade from Little Shreveport. Well, actually, I reached out to him because I'm the type of person that I'm not jealous and I don't compete with anybody. So I reached out to him to give him good advice of how to become successful in this, career field. And we both kind of thought of an idea, man. And I offered it to him that, hey, I want him to kind of network me, and so I can kind of get him out there because I can't do this forever. I can't even be living in Shreveport forever. Who knows what, God has plans for me. So
right.
I told him that I want him to kind of partner with me, and I kind of get him to get his followers up and kind of show him the ropes of how to be successful and, maintain the guideline of being the next me, And he said he'd been following him to do what he do. So you never know who's watching. And people make stuff a racial issue. He's white. So I'm trying to help him be successful. And if anybody black want to do it, I don't mind helping anybody because it's just me. I look out for everybody because I want people to be successful in life, especially coming from the hood, like where I came from. So we got to get out there. We got to make a career path to being excellent. And it is what it is. So I don't mind helping people.
Yeah. That's what's up. KTBS. Yeah. KTBS. I was going to ask you about this earlier when we started talking about other stuff.
On your side, huh?
Are they?
That's a lie.
Hey, good question. You got this side, this side. Are they?
Now, KTBS, there was a hearing. There was a hearing today?
Today.
Okay.
In reference to the monument downtown.
Yeah, in reference to the monument. Some of our brothers showed up with the arms for protection. Let me say it again, for protection.
Got it.
I didn't get to see the interview. I guess there was an interview that was done. And I supposedly they took some pictures. They made a post. And they made it look really bad.
Bad.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I didn't actually see the interview yet, but I'm sure it'll air today. Or it might not. After the large amount of feedback they got, the backlash. But
yeah,
a lot of people were tagging me on social media after it happened. My name was tagged a lot in the comment section, so of course it alerted me. And so I was looking at it and I was kind of shocked from what I read too, And I got a screenshot of it. And I don't know if you read it or not.
Yeah, I did.
It was edited, so let me see what it said.
The newsman got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me go to my notes real quick.
Yeah, by your side.
They wouldn't talk to us.
All right, so they posted while a hearing was going on inside over the Confederate monument in front of the Cattle Parish Courthouse, protesters who wanted removed. No, that's the edited part. So let me go back to the first one. Let me see. Okay, so they posted while a hearing was going on inside over the Confederate monument in front of the Cattle Parish Courthouse, protesters who want it removed were joined by gun-toting sympathizers. Join us for this coverage this evening. And then after everybody started complaining and leaving comments in defense, they re-edited the post and said, while a hearing was going on inside over the Confederate monument in front of the Cattle Parish Courthouse, protesters who wanted it removed gathered outside, some with guns. Join us today at 5 and 6 on KTBS 3 News for more information. And I felt like whoever did that they posted it out of guilt. I can honestly just admit that was kind of an insult to people because if you knew the opposite race showed up, with guns,
right?
They didn't get posted with a caption saying that, and then once the opposite race came with their guns to participate in it too, neither side got posted. But all of a sudden today, when it's just one race came with it, it's a major headline, and I just feel like that was kind of disrespectful or kind of one-sided. And if you was going to post anybody with guns, you should have posted, hey, today this group came with their guns, and 2 days ago when it first broke out, this side came with their guns. So I think it's an even thing. And don't get me wrong, nobody's doing anything wrong by having guns. You know, I'm sure if everybody done it with a gun, I'm sure it's legal because they wouldn't be, you know, dumb to come with a hot gun.
Amendment, Second Amendment.
So
Second Amendment, right to bear
you got
arms.
to care. So
Yeah.
that's why I don't feel like there should have
Open
been.
carry state.
I don't feel like there should have been like a topic or a discussion or a headline because everybody knows that hey, you can have a gun. That's why they sell them. You know, as long as you go the proper ways of getting one. I got one, so what?
Right.
You know, so why make it a big deal? If nobody's out committing a crime or they're not down there causing trouble, then I feel like that shouldn't have been like the main headline of the story.
Yeah. Gun toting sympathize. That just.
Yeah, it kind of ticked a lot of people off. From what I've seen, that's a lot
More
of
than
comments.
ticked.
You know who did it, but just can't say?
Well, honestly, no, because sometimes articles get posted, it'll only show you by staff, and staff can be anybody in the
Anybody.
station.
Anybody in there.
But if you see an actual reporter there that was filming and taking the pictures, then you know who did it. So, because it's their work. So if the public wants to know who did it, they got to kind of like rewind their mind to see who's actually there from KTBS filming. That's how you know who did it. But don't go hurt the person, you know. Just make them apologize or something, you know. Don't go hurt them. I know a lot of people probably want to right now, but
Yeah.
you know, don't risk
Yep.
your freedom or in your freedom behind some. It ain't minor, but minor. You know.
I get what you're trying to say. Man. So what's some tips that you could give people that want to do the same thing you do or trying to be big on social media? Keys to success.
Set goals,
Yeah.
achieve them, but you got to believe too at the same time because if you don't have faith, then you're not gonna get anywhere. And you got to like have God at the head of your life. It's not gonna be an easy road to take. You're gonna have a lot of bumps, wrecks, but you gotta shake back, get a new car, new body, whatever you gotta do to keep going. And what I mean by wrecks is like people gonna attack you. They're gonna attack you. They're gonna attack you. They're gonna attack you. But you gotta take them punches and throw punches back. And what I mean by that is don't let that phase you. Keep going. Keep doing positive stuff. Keep doing stuff to make you successful. And at the end of the day, you is the only person that matter. And then not like in a rude way, but it's like at the end of the day, your life matters. And you got to think about what makes you happy. So you got to kind of like just keep striving for excellence and just do what you do. And if you can't take people coming towards you, then you definitely not going to make it because life is not easy. It's not going to be easy at all. You're going to have those hard times. So go for it. But for this particular career field, it's a great career field. And I feel like a lot of people should do it. A lot of people feel like they shouldn't do it because they feel like we snitches. And I'll be trying to educate people all the time, like, how can we be snitches when the police agencies are giving us information, like, and we're giving it to the public? So if you can't comprehend the definition of a reporter, then something is seriously wrong with you because how are we snitches? Can you see it? How can we snitch?
No, you just reporting the news.
Exactly. But I know we do take the blame a lot. You know that yeah, we F up a lot. We make a lot of mistakes. I know I do. And I ain't afraid to say I do.
I mean, what
You know,
news station doesn't?
Right.
Yeah.
But it's just like people just take that to the heart, like, and we just get the blame, and they don't understand. Like a lot of most of the information come from the law enforcement agencies.
So, leading to that, what's like the worst stuff you don't heard? Or a lot of the bad stuff that you get that definitely isn't true. You know what I'm saying? I know you get a lot of flack. You get a lot of love, but you get a lot of flack too.
Yeah, people like his ass fast and he accurate, and then somebody like, nah, his ass fast and wrong. You know, and I be laughing at it because like at the end of the I really laugh at it because it's like, damn, you blame me for something that I receive, and people need to understand. And the police department have to put this in my head a lot, like. A lot of information that we receive are preliminary details, which means that they are subject to change. They only give us what they know at the time. And that's why we have those things called press releases, updated emails, and stuff like that. And that be after a thorough investigation is completed, that we go back and correct anything that they gave us at the beginning of the breaking news. That's why it's called breaking news, too. And people don't understand that if it's breaking news, it's most definitely subject to change. Like, we only going to tell you what we know at the time. Mm-hmm. So, of course, you got to do investigation. You got to speak with witnesses. You got to do all this and gather evidence in order to let us know what's going on. That's why it takes so long for stuff to happen. Like the police officer situation, that happened a long time ago. And you see today it's just not coming out that they got arrested. Because you have to investigate. You have to go to the district attorney office. They have to do all the processing, the evidence, all of that. And the public just don't care about that. It's just they feel like the news is responsible for everything. We're responsible for everything. Yeah, we're the ones posted. Yeah, but that's our job. Like, that's our job. Like, we don't know if Billy Bob really did the shooting. We don't know if he stabbed somebody or he punched his girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like, how will we know? We're not there. So we only got the post where we get told, and then once we find out additional facts, of course we're going to correct ourselves. That's what we have to do.
So have the police ever corrected you on giving out too much information? Or they came and said, like, hey, man, you wasn't supposed to say all that.
I'm trying to think about it.
That means yeah.
Because it's like a lot of times they do. Sometimes they can give out too much, and then it'd be sometimes that they gave out information that they thought they was right on, but it was actually wrong. Mm-hmm. Like I seen us post somebody that was wanted for murder or arrested for murder, and then after investigation completed, that person was innocent, and it makes me look bad, and I get the blame for it. But at the same time, a lot of people kind of understand like it's not me making it up. It's coming from the law enforcement agent. So a lot of people kind of understand the ropes of this.
You just being reported what's being told to you and giving it to the public.
And I try to tell people that all the time, but a lot of people don't care. I still get the blame.
Yeah, you're the first line. I see you.
I still get blamed, yeah. But I mean, it don't faze me because I try to explain to them, but they get ignorant. Some accept it, but
I quit explaining stuff a long time ago.
I try to just to educate people, because some people don't know. And it's like once I explain it to them, they kind of get back respectful and kind of respect me too. But we all have to learn something every day in life. So I'm not going to be selfish or rude to not try to explain to certain people, even though they still don't want to hear it sometimes. But I do what I can, and I just do my part. And after that, it is what it is.
One more thing. I don't want to keep you too long. I know you got news to report.
Hey, don't say that, because when people say that, something always happens. Don't say it.
Hey, it's going to happen, whether I say it or not. But
I know.
Now, what's the funniest thing that's going to happen to you? You can just give me one thing.
I don't know.
Or give me what?
I gotta think on it.
Give me a good story.
Has anybody tried to fight you? Like, you reported on my
Yeah. You on the scene and somebody tried to swing at you?
Oh, shit. So you made me curse. So, all right. So, the day, last Sunday, I think you probably know about the situation. That's why you asked me. But no, he would have set me up. And look at you just filming too, ain't he?
I don't know.
No, I'm just playing.
To tell the truth, I really don't
I'm
know.
just playing, though. I'm just playing. But no, Sunday, so it was a rollover crash on Erie Drive. So I'm out there filming, just doing my little job, reporting live, and having a good time with my viewers on live. And all of a sudden, this guy of another opposite race, I ain't gonna try to describe him because I don't want to sound racist because I'm not. But he approached me and he was like, I think you got to edit this because in order for me to tell you, you probably got to kind of like.
I'll take
Yeah, so he was like, man, what the f*** you filming me for? And I was like, I thought I heard it because I was like reporting. Mm-hmm. And you know how you kind of like be focused on what you're doing and you hearing stuff in the background. So he said it again. I was like, who you talking to? And he's like, I'm talking to your ass. Who the f*** you think I'm talking to? And I was like, kind of like thinking like, damn, catch myself or react. And then I just clicked. And I was like, man, you better take your ass on down the sidewalk, you know what I'm saying? Like, you came over here, you know what I'm saying? Like, how you going to ask me to take you out to stop filming you, but you walked over here on my side? I was like, you walked my side. He was like, I don't give a f***. Who are you? Why the f*** you film me? And he was just going off, and I was like, dude, your best option is to go on back down there. So he threw up his hand and walked over me. I was like, all I know is you better step over there. That's all I'm going to tell you. And so I'll do the sheriff walked up to me. He was like, come down. I was like, man, I ain't trying to hear that. He better go on. He came over here in my space. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And he was like, well, I'm off do the sheriff, and I was like, I don't care about that. And he was like, well, I'm not saying in the room, I'm just trying to help you, to calm down. And he was like, well, the guy, right? That's what I'm saying. I was like, he the one got the problem. He came over here. So, and I really forgot that I was even live, and I just clicked, and I just forgot I was live, and I just went off, and the police just came running over there, and they was like telling him, going on, this is man's job, and the police was on my side, and they was like, asked me I'm okay, and they was like, I was like, I don't know what's wrong with him, and the police was like, I don't know what's wrong with him, he acting like something wrong with him. I said, well, hell, he need to go get a drug test, and everybody was watching, I forgot, and the police was laughing, he was like, yeah, he act like he on something, And so I found out all of this like after the live. I went back and looked at the comments, and it was a funny situation. And people was just like on my side too. They was ready to fight in the comment section, but dude was tripping, like he literally was tripping. So I think that was like one of the funniest ones that I had, looking back at it. Because he almost caught the Ingleside days, like. But
do you know how many views a Timmy Lane fight would have got?
I don't think I would wanted to fight him, like embarrass him like that on live, because it'll affect my career for him. But at the same time, nobody ain't finna talk to me crazy. Nobody definitely not gonna put their hands on me. That's just that. So I can go back to them old days, but I choose really not to remain professional. But you touch me, yeah. So that's a different story. Police and then ain't finna stop me. So
hey man, that'd have been 1 million views.
I'll add on your page to help you out.
Yeah, I take it. I take it.
He said he gonna air that.
Oh yeah.
They got to pay for that fight, huh?
Yeah, that's footage. I'm charging $49.95 for this.
But what if I get knocked out? You still gonna air it?
I'm opening up to $69.95. Hey, I give you a cut, for medical.
I cover your heart.
Yeah, in case you ain't got Blue Shield, Blue Cross, I cover some of your medical.
I had to pay for stuff out of pocket. You know how that goes.
Yeah. But man, this been fun, bro. It's been fun.
And interesting.
We finally got a chance to catch up. I know you're busy, man.
It's been a long time.
It's been a minute. I move around. You move around maybe way more than I do.
Yes. Move around too much.
Yeah. So I know it's time for you to get to the next thing.
So, I ask you a question.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. That's what I be waiting on.
So, a lot of people expect me to be here forever because I've been doing so good. And I honestly say that I do have better plans in life. And, of course, I'm going to have a lot of future opportunities to go places in life. And I paved the way for a lot of people. A lot of people tell me they started doing this because of me. And I hear this from a lot of big people like city officials, police officers, people just big in the city. They were like, I started this with the live streaming on social media, and the local networks picked up off me to feed off my high energy, to get more followers, support, get the news out faster, whatever you want to call it. It's different reasons. So if I were to leave, like soon, how do you think that would impact the city?
Ooh, that's a good one. They wouldn't be able to get that fast access news like they've been getting. It'll be delayed. Narratives will be changed a lot because you report the news. What's going on. Golly,
You got you thinking, huh?
yeah, because I don't think nobody ever thought about what happens if there ain't no TV Lane.
I know. It's breathtaking.
Yeah,
Somebody got
because you the, I'm gonna say quote unquote, you the street reporter.
You can say the hood reporter, as most people say.
The street reporter.
Hey, that's the hood reporter.
Street reporter, hood reporter. I call it street reporter. And the people like to hear the street reporter because they want to get it raw, uncensored, uncut, just straight, no BS.
Right.
So if you go, where we gonna get that from? I'm a blogger. I'm not a news reporter.
You got to take my spot. Somebody got to do
No, sir.
No. Even the cameraman said no.
No.
You gonna ask me like, no.
You got it. 24 hours, 7 days a week.
That's your thing. Not me, man. I don't want
But I hope that I can kind of like train somebody to not just follow my footsteps, but take that route, but be better than me.
You can, but you gotta find the right person that want to do it for the right reason.
You got to have the energy. It takes a lot of energy.
And energy,
lot of time.
hell of a work ethic, and you're gonna have alligator skin because people gonna come at you. Because people come
have
at
that
me.
shield up.
Yeah.
Stop
People come at me. People come at you. Anytime you're in any kind
Type of media.
there ain't no way you're gonna go through unscathed.
You got to be built for it. Forward tough, like a truck.
You ain't lying. That we definitely can agree on.
But I appreciate you guys for being interested in me to even interview me because that means a lot. Y'all could have chose thousands of others, you know. So I appreciate y'all for doing that. And
I get what you're saying.
I hope it was a great interview.
No, man,
it's factual, and you know you got to be real.
Yeah.
I mean, some people probably don't like some things they heard or hear, but you know you got to keep it real. If not, they make you fake, and that's not me.
So whenever you do have that fight, I want to get the interview the day after the fight's over with.
Well, maybe you should have knew me back then, because I used to fight a lot. But you know, I had to change from that. You know, if you knew me back then, you know I had the mohawk, the bats on top of the cars, all other type of weapons, and I used to be bad because I'm from the hood. You know, but of course, you know you have that time in your life when you grow old and you learn from that.
Yeah.
And you just learn to do better and grow better. But just to give you a exclusive tip.
All right.
Somebody approached me recently.
Okay.
And it's just like how I left fire department and went to the news department, and they offered me a job, and it's something that I have never dreamed of, something I have never thought of. It's just weird. It just came out of the blue, like the spur of the moment, and I accepted it. So it's like it's gonna be a wake up call soon.
That's good.
And
congratulations.
I don't know. I don't know if you can say it just yet, because you know you got to go through the final process, and then it's up to me at the end of the day to still accept it. So, you know, with that being said, I'm giving you the exclusive tip that it's something that's gonna wake the city up, and I'm doing it for a great cause.
Okay.
And if you want to schedule part 2 to the interview, on which I'm sure you're gonna want it after you find out what it is, you're gonna want another one. So I'll tell you why.
Is it in the city?
Yes.
I know it.
Well, I tell you what. Once you make the announcement, let's set this back up and get it done then.
Because I know it's gonna have a lot of people reacting to it.
Oh, well, this gonna be real interesting.
You might not, but I ain't gonna tell you until later.
No.
I know you haven't heard anything, but a lot of people it's gonna wake the city up.
Well, people, you've already seen Timmy Lane already guaranteed us a part 2
That's a part
to
2
this interview once he makes his announcement.
Yeah.
But until then, my man, you are now a Takeover TV superstar.
Back to reporting live, man.
And there it is.